So this week's Lovefly podcast, we'll welcome George from Athens. Welcome, George.
Uh, Thank you very much. You sent me the invitation to share my story,
Yes.
and I want to share my story because for many years I had the fear of flying,
Mm,
and it was very difficult for me. Uh, I was born and grew up in Athens,
mm,
and I didn't use for many years plane because of the fear. Uh, I used my car, boat, and train, which is more difficult in Greece because we don't have good trains.
mm.
It's more difficult to use that means of transport. I said to myself last year in September, enough that it can't be continued. All of my friends use airplane, and it's easier to see other countries, to see other people. So I was searching, and near my home in Athens, I found the simulator center, which had a simulator of an Airbus A320,
Okay.
and also provided a fear of flying seminar. I said to myself, I want to do this. So I went, they explained me all the things.
Hmm.
There were two sessions with a psychologist and three sessions to the simulator, to the cockpit of the Airbus with an experienced pilot.
Okay.
It was perfect. I was amazed when I finished the lessons.
So,
The
George,
site.
can I interrupt and just ask? So, just to remind us, how long did you have the fear of flying?
Since I was born, I can say that many years ago, my grandmother told me a story that when I was 2 or 3 years old, she traveled with me from Athens to Crete, my father's homeland, which is a flight of about 40 minutes from Athens. And she said me that I was crying, I was screaming as a baby, as an infant. And another passengers talked to her, said to her that you should throw him out of plane because I was crying too much and I was too noisy.
Oh my goodness.
Uh, me- some years later, I traveled to France, Paris, to Rome, and other domestic flights in Greece. Uh, they were great flights. They were not bumpy.
Mm,
Um, my fear is was takeoff when the plane accelerates.
okay.
This moment, the
Mm,
flight, as a flight, not.
okay.
I am not afraid a lot. I can say
What
uh,
what were- what were you afraid of about the takeoff then?
the takeoff and the acceleration. The because I have also cerebral palsy, which is a condition that affects my muscles and my body. When something stresses me a lot, my muscles become tight. And when the plane accelerates too fast in order to take off, uh, I was afraid it's something normal to me. And so I didn't use planes for many years, although I have seen many people who have my condition. I have mild condition, mild cerebral palsy, and other with more difficult cases are flying, are traveling. So it was silly. Uh,
Right. I understand. Yeah. So your condition meant that you were more sensitive to that.
yeah.
But
My
other
condition.
people were not having that problem. Who had
No. Other people with cerebral palsy fly. They make long haul flights. They fly. It was in my mind, I could say.
yes. Okay, that's fair enough. So you had that a long time, and then there was a decision point when
Yeah,
you
there was a
decided.
decision point.
So what happened that made you say enough is enough?
Enough is enough because all people are traveling abroad. They see new countries. They go to see their relatives if they live far, and uh, they go fast using plane. This was the point. I said to myself, enough is enough. So I have to do something.
Yeah.
And I was
Was it
searching.
stopping you then living your life in certain ways?
Yeah, I was ashamed to share with my friends that I don't use plane, I don't travel by plane. I said other things like I don't have much time. Yeah,
Mm.
you know,
This
I
is
don't
this is
know.
quite common.
Yeah.
Yes. So you some people when they have a fear, uh,
No
holidays
one
and
of my friends
excuses.
knows I
No
have
one
a
else.
fear of flying.
No one else.
No, my parents only. And my parents use a plane uh, 2 to 3 times a year.
Yes. Interesting. So you decided uh, to to do that simulator course. So how do you think that helped you?
Of course, it helped me because the psychologist said to me to the first sessions that I don't have to afraid anything. He also said to me to go to the airport of Athens to see other people if they are nervous, if they are afraid of something. And the next sessions were done by a pilot, an experienced pilot.
Yes.
The pilot explained to me how airplanes fly, and he explained to me that flying is not dangerous. I was thinking it was dangerous.
Mm.
And the third session was the cockpit simulator. He explained to me all the systems
Yes.
that if a system fails during the flying, they have another one. I don't remember how he said to me, and they have all the precautions
Yes.
to do a safe flight. A safe
Mm.
flight.
So how long was your course that you did?
The course lasted about 2 months
Okay.
because I had
Mm.
one session every 2 weeks.
Right. And was that the only course available to you? In,
It was available to me, the only course, but it was enough because the people were very good. They explained all the things I wanted. And after that, with the pilot, which who provided the cockpit simulator class, I became a friend, I could say. I follow him on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram. I said the experience I had with the first flight after the course, the flight I did with the Cessna.
Mm.
And he said to me, "Congratulations, that's the first step."
Yeah.
So it was great. Very.
So you went in a small aircraft. Wow.
Yeah, I
Okay.
went in a small aircraft, and it was great too because when the seminar ended, I hadn't planned to make a trip.
Mm.
I said to myself, I want to fly. So I found an flying academy in Athens, and I asked them, "Do you offer demo flights, demonstration flights, as we say?" They answered me, "Yes, whenever you want." So I did it. And although it was a very windy day in Athens, the pilot before the flight said it is not dangerous to fly with a small aircraft, and I did it. It was one of the best times of my life.
Wow.
It was very bumpy, very very bumpy, but I took the photos I wanted, um, uh, all the things.
Mm. Okay. Awesome.
When the aircraft took off, um, I was crying because I was crying. Of course, the pilot didn't see me crying
Mm.
because I was wearing glasses for the sun. But I said to myself, it was silly all that to not to fly the previous years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it sounds like a big moment for you.
Of course, it was a big moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did it mean for you with the fear of flying? So did has it affected your job, your life in any way?
Yeah, it affected my life the previous years. For 13 years,
Mm.
I was living and working in Crete. And the flight from Crete to Athens, the duration is about 40 minutes. By ship, the duration of the trip is 9 hours. It's
Wow.
very, it's very long
Yes.
trip. Uh, so I could say I lost some moments with my
Mm.
parents here, with my friends. Uh,
Yeah.
I could come to see my parents by plane for a
Mm.
weekend, for example, which is very easy by
Yes.
plane and very difficult
Mm.
by ship.
Yes. Understood. So it had quite an impact.
Of course, it had. Yeah.
So when would you say the fear of flying left you?
The fear of flying left me when the flight with the Cessna ended, and I
Okay.
said, I think I don't know, but I think it left me because it was not an easy flight,
Mm.
and I said to myself, I will do it. The pilot before the flight said to me it will be difficult. It will be very bumpy. If you
Yes.
want to cancel and do it another day with no wine, but I said to him, "No, I want to leave it
Mm.
because if I don't to leave it, I will not use plane." And he said that it is not dangerous
Mm.
to have bumps. And after the flying, I can say it was a big moment of my life. And I want to do it again. And I will do it again next month. Uh,
Oh,
it
that's brilliant.
is very good to see. people and cities and the world above.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. What? So, how did you find us? And when did you find us?
I was searching on Facebook, and I said that I will not be the only man who has fear of flying.
Mm.
Of course, there will be another people in the world. So I was searching on Facebook, and I found you. I like to share I wanted to share my story. I like to read the other stories of people. So I think the other stories can help me,
Yeah.
and I can help other people with my personal story and experience.
Yeah, I think so too. No, it's very good of you to share your story
Of
because
course.
it will help. It will help. Definitely will help people. So you did your Cessna flight, and what about since then? What have you done?
Since then, I had not another flight, but I see many videos on YouTube with flight reports, and my wallpaper on my laptop is an Airbus. The psychologist told me to have a wallpaper to see planes, and I am I want to do a trip next month. Next month, I don't know where or
Yeah.
when, but I want to.
So nothing booked yet.
No, I have nothing booked yet, but I want to.
Right. And so how, that's a good question actually. How confident are you that you will be fine?
I can say that I am very comfort because I understood that it is not dangerous. It is very exciting to see the world above the clouds. And it's very normal in
Mm.
a few words.
Yes.
Most of people, all of people do it. So why I can't do it?
Yeah, that's a good point. So where is your, where would you like to fly? So if you can go anywhere.
Um, I would like to fly first to Crete, my father's homeland, to see
Mhm.
some friends,
Mhm.
and then I want to make a trip abroad. For example, to England, to Spain. I want to make a trip abroad.
Awesome. Oh, that's good. So yeah, be interesting to see what you make of England. So compared to the warmth that you've got and the amazing history that you've got in Athens, for example.
Thank
You know? Yes, I always enjoy. I've been over a few times, enjoy that, and Cyprus and Crete. There's some beautiful, beautiful history and places that you have.
thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
very
yeah.
much.
And so okay, so what? There's a great story. So if you could think about some of the things that were the moments or the lessons or knowledge that made you go, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. That you think, can you remember those things to sort
Yeah,
of,
I remember all those things of the lessons. I didn't knew many of the things I learned. For example, the psychologist told me some techniques for relaxations. He said to me that when it's bumpy, for example, you will close your eyes, you will take deep breaths, and you will relax. It is like using a card and the road. You know what I mean? It is bumpy also.
yeah, yeah.
And other things, for example, the how the airplane flies, the physics of flying, things that I didn't knew.
Mm. So tell us some more, because that's good. So you've got the turbulence, close your eyes and breathe. What are the backup procedures that you were talking about? So tell us. So some things people,
Most of people fear
everyone can do the
turbulence.
simulator.
Most of people fear turbulence, but it is bad when you read a book on the plane or you want to watch a movie. The planes are designed to have bumps during flying, and the pilots know very well what to do. And the other thing was that when the flight ends, the pilots they go to their home, to their family. The flight attendants also. They are like all people who do their job, and they are return to home. They do their job with the best way. So many people don't know what's going on during turbulence, for example, but it's not something bad.
No, I agree. What about the takeoff? Because that was your how did you stop yourself tensing? Or
Maybe I during takeoff with the Cessna, I closed my eyes. The second thing that the psychologist told me, I closed my eyes, and after some minutes, I opened them and I saw the world from above, which was amazing.
yes.
So that's the technique for me. I also took deep breaths, and that's the thing.
So there was the takeoff that you've found a way around that. The bumpy flight, you found a way around that. Was there anything else that you struggled with or found difficult, and now you don't?
No, I don't have any other struggle because all of the flights I had done were quite good. Uh, all the domestic flights in Greece were good many years ago. And the two flights I had done abroad in Rome and to Rome and to Paris
Yes.
were also good. Only above Alps, when I was going to Paris, was bumpy, but
Yeah.
it was about 10 minutes, if I remember well, not anymore. So that's why.
Yeah. Understood. So we do a simulator course, but I've never thought I've forgotten what it's like for a passenger. So how did you find it when you walked in and saw that?
This how I found the simulator.
Yeah, how was it? What was it like?
Let me show you the picture. I want to share my screen. Just a moment.
Excellent. Like this. This is interactive now, George.
Mm. Mm. I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, Go on.
That's me sitting in the cockpit, and here is the pilot. And you see there Greek Simmers, which is a community that has the simulator, and the center that provides the lessons of fear of flying. And it was very good. And there it is Athens International Airport. It was a flight from Athens to Thessaloniki in the simulator.
And did it feel like real life to you?
Yeah, it felt like real life, but I think it continues to be a simulator. The real thing will be the real flight. I want to do, and I will do a real flight again.
I like that. Did you hear what you did? I'd like to do, and I will do, you said.
Yeah, because I can say the previous years I lost. I don't know if it is right. I lost things from my life.
Yeah, 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 I understand. A lot of people, miss things, they lost, that's lost time, isn't it? But, you can still got time to make it up. You
Of
still got
course,
time to do things.
of course.
One of the things that I've often thought is with the simulators is that sometimes people struggle to feel it helps because in their mind they think this isn't real. What was it like for you?
It was. I saw the simulator as a real plane. Uh, I knew, of course, it was not real, and that's why I wanted after the end of the seminar to do a real flight.
Yeah.
So I did 2 or 3 flights. I don't remember well in the simulator, but the real simulator is the real flight.
Yes.
So that's why.
Yes. Because that's brilliant, by the way. But quite often when people do the simulator, they might think, "Oh, it's not a real plane." But John and I, who's colleague, we both went in the simulator recently, and it's very, very real. It feels real, isn't it? It feels very real. Yeah. And then I thought was interesting, George, is that you then went into a very small aeroplane, which would have moved a lot more as well, would have bumped about.
Of course, it was very interesting to fly with such an airplane like Cessna.
So with one engine.
Yes, one engine, one propeller
Yeah.
uh, with one plane with one propeller.
So would you recommend people take a flight in a small plane like that, aeroplane?
Yeah, because I would recommend to other people to take a flight because it is a flight to see places, to have a great time. You don't have to go to another place quickly like an airline. Um, it is to see places, to take photos, to enjoy the flight, I can say. The sun, the sea we have here in Greece.
Yeah, of course. Yes, you do. I mean, I can imagine in a little aeroplane, you can see out. You'd have some beautiful views.
Of course, the view is very beautiful. Uh,
Uh, so I still think it's incredible because a lot of people find it very, very hard in a small aeroplane because they feel more closed in and it moves a lot.
It's true. It is true that you are more closed in a small aircraft, but this was not a problem for my occasion because I was ready to use a plane. It was the change inside me. I wanted to use a plane, so I said to myself, I don't mind if the plane is small or if it is
Yeah,
big or other
yeah,
issues.
yeah. So I love your determination. I can hear in your voice.
Thank you.
I'm doing it. I don't care what it is. I'm going on one. Because the other thing with one engine, that sometimes can be quite scary. If you've got one little propeller going,
No, for me it was not scary.
Problem.
I had also headphones to listen the tower and to listen the pilot next to me because it's a very loud airplane. But it was okay. It was exciting.
Oh, amazing. So no more Cessna trips planned?
Uh, Sessions with what? With the
Cessna plane.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Next month I plan to do another trip with a Cessna,
Mm.
and the real flight, as I say, will be on in summer. I don't
Okay.
know where, but I plan to
Yeah.
make a trip.
Amazing. Will you let us know? Because you're in the Facebook group, aren't you?
Of course,
Lovefly Facebook.
I will post the photos and the story, and I think I am a member of the community Lovefly, so I like to
Yes.
share the
You are.
steps of
Yeah, that'd be
my.
good. That'd be good. So, any final advice or tips you'd like to give people listening in case they
Yeah, I
do
will
it?
say to people not to be afraid to fly. And if I have the opportunity to have a seminar, as I had, to do so because it's very helpful and it will be easier for them after the seminar to fly, to fly without fear or with less of fear.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely great. Thank you, George. That was really nice.
Thank you very much. It was really nice for me too.
Thank you. Because you're the first person that's come on that's talked about a simulator course that has been the difference. A lot of people have done it as part of other things, but that was your actual course. And then you've gone and done a flight in a small aeroplane. Whoa, fantastic.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
it was fantastic.
Uh, Lovely to meet you, mate. And I wish you all the very best. We'll look forward to seeing your photos and your posts.
Of course, I will share my photos of my next trip.
Brilliant. We look forward to that. Well, thank you very much. It's great to meet
Thank you very
you.
much too. Man.
Good luck.
Good, thank you.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye bye.